Yo, yes sir, we live and we back, man. Welcome back to the Golden Goose DFS show. I am your host, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose, here today bringing you another edition of my starting five on DraftKings and FanDuel, alright? But before we get into it, y'all already know what it is with me, man. We got the lineup review going over my updated starting five from the previous slate, breaking down the strategy, seeing what we did right, what we did wrong, and just looking at how we did. All right, so we gonna get into that, but please, man, hit the subscribe button for your boy. If it's your first time tuning in, thank you for stopping by, man. You in for a treat. Hit the like button, whether it's your first time or you've been here before or you here every time. Please hit that like button, man. We need more likes on the videos. Please, let's try to get this one to 50 likes at least for your boy. Help me out, man. I know y'all get tired of hearing it, but and man, that's all we got, man. The likes help us out. We doing this free of charge, man. The likes just help me out. Goes a long way. So please, if y'all could hit the like button for your boy, it's greatly appreciated. All right. Now, let's get into this breakdown, man. Last night was an okay night, break even night. We might have made like 20-30 bucks profit, but it was really a break even night. This is the $12 single entry. We came in 221st place right here, a little double up basically of our buy-in. If you caught the updated starting five, we put up 293 in here. If you caught the updated starting five that I posted on Twitter or in the comment section of yesterday's video, you know I went with Trae Young, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Taj Gibson, and Maxi Kleber, alright? Now, let's start at the top. Point guard Trae Young, 43% on, gave us right at 45 DK points. Very solid from Trae Young. We wanted to go here. We felt like he'd be a little chalky, but I knew the Atlanta was in line to win this game. I actually had a little straight bet on the Hawks right here, just from me knowing their first game at home that's been in a while for the Hawks, and the Hawks were favored. But I liked them in this matchup. I actually thought this game could backdoor go over, as I knew the Hawks would be more energized. They would probably run a little more, shoot a little better being at home. So we wanted to go Trae Young. Got him at 43% on. Very solid performance from him. In hindsight, we probably could have went down to Derrick Rose, as he was more bang for your buck here. But I trusted Trae Young more than I did Derrick Rose, so we wanted to get him here right here in this lineup. 43% on, like I said, 45 points. Very solid from Trae Young. Shooting guard, Paul George. Just a no-brainer. He's just too cheap. They had to win. We knew they were going to come out and fight hard. Knew he was going to be chalky. Got him at 61% on in this single entry contest. He gave us 46 DK points. Solid effort right here from Paul George. Coming in at small forward, Kawhi Leonard, another play we knew was going to be super chalky. He was at right at 81%, 56 DK fantasy points for Kawhi Leonard here. Very solid performance from him as well. Power forward spot, we went Taj Gibson, another play that we figured was going to be chalky. We were very chalky yesterday with the starting five, but I feel like the plays were so good that we just had to go to him. Taj Gibson let us down at 70% on. He ended up getting the start, as Noel was questionable all day long. I thought that was a good indication that he might not even play, so we definitely wanted to go to Taj Gibson, and we felt that he should start and see the bulk of the minutes. Obviously, as did a lot of other people, and like I said, it is 70% on, but he only gave us 13 DK points, man, as he got into the foul trouble a little early. Noel got the bulk of the minutes and was a better fantasy play. It's just nothing you could do about that. All the news being that Noel was questionable and everything like that, Gibson getting the start, it just lended itself to Gibson being the better play, so that's why we went there. Didn't work out for us. Noel ended up being the guy. And at the last, in my center spot, Maxi Kleber. He's just a guy I was locked in on as well. 3,700, been seeing 30-plus minutes the first couple games of the series. I thought he was definitely one of the better value play given the minutes he would see. Got him at 45% on. He gave us 20 DK points and a little over 6X. Just okay, it'll do. We'll take it, but definitely wanted more from him. Finishing out the lineup, I went Nick Claxton here. because as we get down to the other picks, you'll see it was a guy I wanted to pay up for, but got him at 3,100. No, Jeff Green, thought he could be in line for more minutes. He was a little higher on than I thought at 37% on, but he did not see the man. I only saw like 15 minutes, so they elected to not run him out there. I thought he would see a little boost, but he did not. 11 DK points. Terrible, terrible, but it didn't kill us as he was near the flat men, guys. On 3-game slates like that, these playoff slates, it's okay to take a chance. You can come into money with guys who give a bad performance if they're dirt cheap. So 3,100 didn't really perform well for us, but hey, we wanted to pay up for another option, so we got him in. At the other guard spot, Rajon Rondo, just trying to get different. I knew my starting five was very chalky yesterday, so to finish out my lineups, I wanted to try to get as different as possible. That's why we wanted to go Rondo here at 6% on. With this being a very important game for the Clippers, I thought there was a chance that Rondo could see a few more minutes than he's been seeing, as he's a more seasoned veteran play, a little more leadership, nice solid ball handler up top. I thought they would lean on him a little more in this matchup, as they did, as he got closing run and everything in this matchup. At 6% on, he gave us 24 DK points, pushing 6X, very solid from him. Wish it could have been a little better for Rondo if he had a shot a little better, gave us a few more points, but we'll definitely take this at this price tag. And then at my other forward spot, man, a guy I was in love with yesterday, Jason Tatum, 9,400. Just first of all, it was a play I liked, as it was a do or die situation for the Celtics as well. They don't want to go down 3-0. First game back at home. I knew they would be energized and come out tough. I didn't think they was gonna win, but they actually pulled it out. Got a win against the Nets here. We got him right at 11% on, and he just proceeded to have a monster. The highest fantasy score on the slate yesterday, 76 DK points. Definitely what elevated us up into the money right here. Love that from Jason Tatum, right? So there you have it, man. Like I said, 293. Just an okay performance for yesterday. Hopefully the starting five made you some money if you got it in your lineups and played it. But let's move on to tomorrow, man. See what I'm liking, see what we're looking at, all right? Coming in tomorrow, man, we got a 4-game slate again, starting at 1:30. And I got my plays pulled up at the point guard. I'm going right back to my boy Mike Conley, man. They refused to bump his price up, 6,800. I know nobody's going to go here again. I'm expecting this Jazz game, Grizzly game to see low ownership. I told y'all last time out when they got us in the money. I'm going to keep going to it because I don't think nobody's going to try to play this game. Donovan Mitchell is back, but he didn't look 100% healthy, man. I don't see them rolling him out for big minutes. So they're gonna need to lean heavily on Mike Conley for most of the ball handling duties and setting up the offense. So I like getting to him at this 6,800 price tag. Coming in as shooting guard, I want to look at CJ McCollum, man, 7,300. Listen, he's been playing very solid for the Portland Trail Blazers. Haven't had a big game. He's been 36. I think he had 40 points last time out. And in a losing effort, I think he's going to have to step it up, man. He just hasn't shot the ball well. Even though he gave us 40 DK points last time, I think he was like 8 of 20 from the field, like 3 of 10 from behind the arc, 2 of 10, something like that, man. He's going to have to step up his shooting performance. As obviously, he sees Dame Lillard needs his help, man. He's going to have to be the true Batman tomorrow. I'm anticipating him shooting better, and what I think is a must-win game for the Portland Trail Blazers. They can't lose this 4th game at home and go down 3-1 and have to go back to Denver. So I expect them to come out guns a-blazing, and I think CJ McCollum's a big part of that. I think he steps up his performance right here, and I want to take a shot at him. Coming in at small forward, the guy I want to look at is Pat Connaughton. Now, we know it's no Dante DiVincenzo tomorrow. We don't know who they're going to start, man. It could get wonky. It could potentially be Brent Forbes. That's what everybody's anticipating. But they could move Middleton to the 2 and maybe start Bobby Portis at the 3. We don't know how they're going to do it, but anticipating Brent Forbes getting started. So I'm anticipating that's where all the ownership is going, to Brent Forbes. I do not want to go there, and here's why. One, he's all scoring. and he's had two good shooting performances back to back. But him being in the starting lineup with Drew, Middleton, Giannis, Brook Lopez, he's not finna get all those shots he's been getting off the bench. And like I said, two good shooting performances. He's overdue for a bad one. And since he really does nothing else, if he has a bad shooting performance, I don't care that he's 36, 3800, whatever he is. If his shot is not falling, he's not going to give you anything. He might give you 10 fantasy points or something like that. So I do not want to go there. All that combined with him more than likely being a chalky play tomorrow, I do not want to go there. I want to look at Pat Connaughton. He's been seeing like 17, 18 minutes the first couple games. I'm expecting that to increase with no Dante DiVincenzo. And he's a guy who rebounds the ball a little better. He's averaging close to a steal a game. He's going to take a few shots. And if he gets hot and finds some offense, he can give you a really big performance at this $3,400 price tag and at lower ownership than the chalk play in Brent Forbes that we're anticipating. All right. Now, coming in at power forward, a guy I want to go back to, Michael Porter Jr. Just another guy right here. I'm anticipating his ownership to be down as he's let you down the last couple of last time out, and he really hasn't had a big game this series. But he's another guy who's a flamethrower, man. He can get hot from behind the arc and really fill it up, rebounding the ball pretty solidly. I don't anticipate him to keep struggling from the field as he's too good of a shooter. He's been too good of a shooter this year to keep struggling. He's going to have a hot shooting game sooner or later. I'm anticipating it being tomorrow. Expecting a big game from Michael Porter Jr. at lower ownership as guys are going to be scared to go back to him. And coming in at the center spot, man, I want to go Jusuf Nurkic. Listen, he's just been balling, man. His only problem has been foul trouble. You can't play the foul game like, oh, he's going to get in foul trouble, I'm not going to play him and this and that. Playing that type of game, you're going to miss out on good plays, miss out on great value. You just got to put him in here, especially at this $6,900 price tag, and just hope he can avoid the fouls, man. No risk, no reward. You know the motto, man. Chances make champions. I'm getting to some Jusuf Nurkic. Hopefully he can stay out of foul trouble and keep putting up solid performances like he have this series. So there you have it, man. My starting five on DraftKings: Mike Conley, CJ McCollum, Pat Connaughton, Michael Porter Jr., and Jusuf Nurkic, man. Get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pool. You know I'm going to have plenty of them in mind. Make sure you follow on Twitter at DFS Goose so you can get the updated starting five, usually a half an hour before lock. Alright, if not, if you don't have a Twitter, just be sure to check back to the video and in the comment section. I should have it pinned down now, only if you hit the like button. If you hit the like button, it might not. If you don't hit the like button, it might not be there. You might just have to be on Twitter. But alright, let's go take a look at FanDuel and see what I'm liking. At the top on FanDuel, I want to look at my boy Goran Dragic, 5,500. Hey, look, it's all or nothing for the Heat, man. Down 3-0. They gonna put up. They coming out fighting for their lives. Goran Dragic, I'm anticipating him seeing close to 30 minutes. He's another guy who just didn't shoot the ball well last time, as none of the Heat really did. As they got blew off the court, man. I anticipating big fight from him and the rest of his compadres over there with the Miami Heat. And I like this price tag, 5,500. He's in play on DraftKings as well, if you're wondering. Now, I like getting the Goran Dragic at the price tag. Coming in as shooting guard, I'm staying with my boy, man, Pat Connaughton, 4K over here. This is my spot to get different. Like I said, we anticipating all this ownership going to Brent Forbes over here on FanDuel as well. And I want to go Pat Connaughton. He offers a little more peripherals, and if he can get hot from the field, he can definitely give you a big upside at this 4K price tag. Coming in at small forward, Michael Porter Jr., 7,200. Same rules apply over here on FanDuel. His ownership, I'm anticipating his ownership being down a little bit. Just haven't really had a hot shooting game yet. Think that gets corrected here in this matchup against the Portland Trail Blazers, and expecting his ownership to be down on just because he burnt everybody the last couple times out. Get you some Michael Porter Jr. Coming in at power forward, I want to look at Tobias Harris. Now, he's questionable. Well, he's probable, they say, with the ankle. He rolled his ankle or something like that. But he should be good to go, as Philly's just going to come out and try to really take control of this series and establish this 3-0 lead with the Wizards coming back to DC right here. I like Tobias Harris at the 7,900. He's been very good this series for him. Up pace matchup going against the Washington Wizards. Lackluster defense. Rui Hachimura just no contest over there. Tobias Harris can really give us a solid game. I like getting to him at the 7,900. And coming in at the center, staying with my boy Yusuf Nurkic, 8K, man. Just expecting Yusuf to come out and do what he do. FanDuel centers, you got a plethora of options, but I like Yusuf Nurkic's 8K price tag and know his ownership is going to be down over here, so I definitely want to take advantage of that, alright? There you have it, man. My starting five for FanDuel: Goran Dragic, Pat Connaughton, Michael Porter Jr., Tobias Harris, and Yusuf Nurkic. Y'all know what to do, man. Get some exposure to these players. Get them in your player pool. Listen, man, feel free to ask me any question throughout the day via YouTube or Twitter, man. I'm here. I will respond as soon as I see them. You know what I mean? All right? That's going to do it for us here today, man. Y'all know the motto. Chances make champions. Y'all green up. I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. All right? Let's go.